And yes, this is just in the Banqueting Hall today, which is awesome. And let me just lead you over to my co-host Stevie Hunter here, and we're going to just go around and say a bit of history about this wonderful structure of the Towers of Ruin. So what should we wait for? Let's get on with the tour.
Okay, so Banqueting Hall is one of the most marvellously spectacular rooms of the whole Towers. The roof is so magnificently designed, and so Banqueting Hall is basically used for the Earl's magnificent feasts.
So they'd a table down there.
Yeah.
And let me just say, this was designed by Augustus
Welby.
Northmore Fusion.
And just to say, the Fusion room's actually based on Augustus, isn't it? It's like kind of a tribute to him.
Yeah.
And that's upstairs over there. So back to Stevie.
Okay, so if you follow me, that these huge fireplaces were obviously just for show, and these two are obviously the Earl's coat of arms.
And let me just say, this is in extra rise.
Yes.
It's doing a couple of weird noises, which is kind of freaky, but let's keep it going. And this is an extra ride, but obviously it's a fake design to make it look in the area of that theming.
Yeah, and it's actually modelled after the Earls, probably John Talbot, the first Earl of Shrewsbury's dogs, Henry and Henrietta, obviously.
Named after Henry Hound and Henrietta.
And the mascots were obviously named after the Earl's dogs from the 1980s and 1990s.
Let me just say that, obviously, if you don't know what part of the Towers this is, you know, you've all seen the Towers from the outside. These are the great grand stained glass windows.
Well, the horrible plastic
Next year, these shall be replaced with new spectacular stained glass windows.
Like the stained glass that show
the plastic. If you just show lovely architecture.
The roof is like,
Yeah.
so no.
Well, very well designed.
As you can see.
Obviously stained glass over there. And obviously some horrible terror text lighting, which a strobe lighting which, you know, wraps it. Now Stevie,
Yes.
this area, did that used to be a fireplace? Was it an entrance?
Well,
or was it?
It could have been. We don't know for sure, but it does look like a big fireplace. Probably where the Earls would have stood and addressed his people, like on the banqueting table in front of his huge fire roaring behind him. So yeah, that probably was a huge
And obviously
fire.
there, another door.
Yes.
Which, doesn't that lead you through to the chapel?
It leads to a different room, but we don't know where. There's no floor, so it's probably, if I look, there's no floor, but I think there is, but there's very decayed.
That's one thing, there's no floor.
And if you just come over here, you two. Just come over here.
No floor.
This is the restorations of Alton Towers building. Was commenced in
1975.
That's basically restoring it from the ruin to how it used to be like.
Sort of.
He's actually dead now, that dear Spokeshaw. Rest in
Sad
peace.
times. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. What else did they say, Stevie?
Well, I don't think there is, so should we get on with the actual
Hi guys,
tour?
and we're in the family dining room now, and we're just going to evaluate what we just felt in Banqueting Hall. And we know we were saying about the history, but you know, we heard loads of different sounds. What did we experience, Stephen?
Well, I didn't experience what about Cameron, our fantastical Cameron, Dan Collins said before we were filming. He said that he felt someone touched his leg, just like brush against his leg.
I just went.
Same.
And we just heard scrapings and shufflings.
Yeah, little noises around us. I've been trapped.
So,
There's no way.
but we have said that we.
See, at the moment now, I've just been hearing loads of sounds.
We're not.
And let me just say, on Most Haunted, when they came and investigated the terrorists, there's 11 ghosts.
minimally 11 ghosts. So I'm going to call out. Obviously I'm not a psychic, as you all know, but I will call out now. So, is anybody here in this room with us?
Can you knock out how many
Can you knock,
ghosts,
can you knock,
spirits?
knock if you're here?
But let me just say something. We're not the only ones here.
Yeah.
I'm not as in other people. You know, there's the rides outside. There's
There's
the
public.
timber, wood creeks.
You can see it there.
There's
And the
loads of
floor.
things to bear in mind. I've said this many times in episode, but
Yeah, it is true. So I'll just try. If there's anybody here, could you please, we're begging you. Start with you, please do it again. The knocking.
I heard the knocking.
I heard knocking.
I heard it.
can you knock out how many spirits are here, or if you are here, could you knock one knock for if you are here?
That was a stupid.
How many of you are in this room at this very present moment? That's creaky floorboards, look.
That wasn't loud now, it was coming from
Look.
there going. What I heard was more of a, but like quieter.
Could you do it again? Just more clearly,
Clara.
please. We're not here to harm you. We would make our day if you could just knock out. If you could bang. If there is anybody here.
There's
If
two
that was
of them.
definitely you. If this is definitely, could you please do it again? Wow.